What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I'm joined by Tyler, and welcome back to our Pirates of the Caribbean Community Series, a community series that airs every other Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Tyler, they can see what we look like.
I know, it's
now,
scary.
they could see what we look like if they watch other videos, and a lot of people that watch us, they do.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we've ever done something like this.
On Pirates.
On Pirates. So we have a pretty exciting video. We're going to be talking, we talked a lot about Pirates 6. We kind of made that like a focal point. We're going to start talking about other things. We had a poll a long time ago talking about, the future of Pirates beyond even 6, but also a TV show. So we're going to be doing this, and we're going to continue these community series videos all the way through, forever. Literally forever.
Jeez.
Next year, next August, I think is when D23 is next year, but somebody said that. We hope that Pirates 6 will get announced, and then we would obviously talk a lot about Pirates 6, but until then we got to change some stuff up. So Tyler, we were throwing around ideas, and we hit a kind of TV show. That's what this video is about. If Pirates could work, and what would it be like, and then how could that really expand the universe of Pirates of the Caribbean animated TV show? Star Wars has done this.
Star Wars.
And
Star
it's
Wars. They had Clone Wars.
Clone Wars first.
Clone Wars first. They had Rebels. And now they're coming out with Star Wars Resistance,
Which has worked really well for them.
Rebels did fantastic.
Yes.
Better than the Clone Wars.
Mhm.
And I actually watched Rebels. I don't know if you.
I've watched I don't watch it consistently, but I do watch.
It was a little bit kiddish, but then there was also time as the show came, as the seasons, because there's only 4 seasons, which I thought was kind of short, but and I actually have a feeling they're gonna come back after Resistance. They'll come back to Rebels. That's my opinion. But anyways, a little bit kiddish, but then at times, and then as I said, as it went on, it became more adult. Where like my father and I would watch it. And we watch it for the fights and all that stuff, but I'm like, man, they're exploring things, and this is important what I'm saying, they're exploring things in the Star Wars universe that's never been explored before.
Mhm.
Just like in the final season, one of the last, I think it was like 3-4 episodes before the end, they explored the idea of time. How there's this, they were in this void. I think they literally call it the void. And there you heard voices, this is cool, you heard voices from all the different movies, like quotes from all the different movies, from the past and from the future. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And you might be saying, well, how does that relate to Pirates? Well, we're going to get into it basically right now.
It's really exactly what Pirates needs.
Yes.
It can really help it. Because that's what Star Wars has done so well in these shows, is expanded the universe,
Yes.
given us characters that, like you said, Maul, so they've had characters.
They brought back Darth Maul. And people were like, how did you bring back Darth? They had him in Clone Wars. And then they brought him again into Rebels and expanded on his character even more.
Yeah.
And now, if you saw Solo, which I hope you didn't, but if you did, he's in it.
Yeah.
And he's the version from Rebels.
Yes.
And it's like, wow.
Using what they built on the show and relying and having the confidence that people saw it, because and people did.
Right.
And that's what would be so cool when you said that about Pirates. That would be so amazing if you introduce characters that eventually make it in. And like I told you, a character like Ahsoka has become a fan favorite, and she's not even in the movies yet. She could be.
She will definitely be, yeah.
They've made characters that have stood on their own just in TV shows that are better than characters. What's the bounty hunter one? The main bounty hunter with the hat, when I was in all throughout Clone Wars? I like him. I can't remember his name, but I like him more than Boba Fett, Jango Fett. So
I know what you're talking about. He was like the assassin,
like a pirate guy.
Yeah.
So they made these characters that can stand alone on the shows, but also they have the opportunity to make characters and bring them into the movies, which Pirates doesn't have that.
No, and this is an important question. What do you think are better, the Star Wars movies or the Star Wars animated shows? Animated shows are
the
by
Clone
far
Wars was super good, and Rebels is better. The Clone Wars was super good too, all throughout.
Because it explores things in the universe. Literally, I mean Star Wars, literally, but when I say universe, I mean that franchise, like that world.
Yeah.
So it explores things in that world, that universe, that's never been shown before, but it's all canon. Therefore, it's all real. It can exist in the movies. So you're exploring it, you're expanding it. Like you said, you're introducing new characters, you're introducing new villains that you could then pull into the movies. You're setting up. You can set up so much stuff. You know tie it all in. You can reference things in the movies from the show, reference stuff in the show to the movies. To me, it's what Pirates of the Caribbean needs, because whether we like it or not, it is, I hate to say it, it is a dying franchise.
It's got its
it
I heard
arguably
it
is
says-
up. It's
Yeah.
Pirate 6 could be it.
Yes.
And it's gonna be up to Disney.
And I think, my personal opinion, why is the reliance on Jack Sparrow?
Yeah.
And that's
And
literally why
as-
it's a clock, because it's Johnny Depp.
And the show, the
What-
animated show,
Yeah.
and think of it like this: when you have CG animation, they don't age. They don't become less agile.
Yeah.
They don't. They can no longer not do certain stunts.
Yeah.
It's not. It's computer animated. So therefore, and the reason I'm saying that is you can make characters stay young for quite some time.
Yeah.
You can do time skips in anime, which the animated shows have done.
Yeah.
You can do time skips, make them a little bit older. Then you can bring them into the live action movie. You just get an actor who looks, a little bit similar. You already have somebody in mind or whatever. You sign them, and there's going to be a show for a few seasons. Then you're going to come up with whatever. I don't care how you do it, because this is all hypothetical. But basically, if you do it for Pirates of the Caribbean, you no longer have to be reliant on Jack Sparrow, because you might have just set up what could be 4 new main characters.
Yeah.
And you could choose
And it
a
gives
fan
you-
favorite, or bring in 2 to the
Exactly.
movies, and then you could do something like this.
It gives you a chance to experiment
Yeah.
and pick. See, Ahsoka just happened to come
She's perfect.
in the she is. In the Pirates movies, 5, they took a risk with Karina and Henry,
Yeah.
which we like,
I do.
and I would take multiple movies with them. But you lock them in.
Right.
With the show, you can experiment with 5 different characters, and suddenly you're gonna start seeing fans like, oh, I really like this guy, and then you're like, well, maybe we could
Let's bring
start
it in.
going more with
And
it.
then you can just like they had Leia and Obi-Wan and quite a few Rebels.
Yeah.
You could do like an
Yeah.
episode where Henry is in it.
Yep.
It's like, oh my god. So now there's a reason for this character from the show to pop in
Yep.
on the movie.
It's less. There's less risk because
Right.
it's just episodes. You just
And
keep making
on
episodes.
top-
Villains too.
Villains.
Because you can go through a ton
Oh,
of
you
villains.
just make them
It's
up.
Star Wars,
But
man. You
they
go through.
become cool.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing I think, because it's animated, you can do crazier stuff.
Oh, for sure.
You could do the time travel stuff. You could do like really cool, effects and all that stuff. And then what works, like what people really like. If people say like, "Man, that was an amazing episode of Pirates such and such."
Yeah.
Pirates of I don't even want to say Pirates Adventures. That sounds gay. I mean, stupid. I don't know what they would title it, but whatever they titled it, Pirates 7. And they could do something. And it's like Kotaku or this article or there. I was like, that was an amazing episode last night. Then everyone goes watch it, and it's like, oh my god. And then you find a way to then say, okay, well that really worked. So we're gonna bring that into the movie.
Yeah.
They really like this film. We're gonna take him. Oh, they really like this. Oh, and now you just
Yeah,
now it's
you
like,
made
well,
a
how
movie
do
from your
you
show.
just made a movie based on what everybody liked.
I don't know why they haven't. We do know. Jerry Bruckheimer doesn't like that. He wants it just movies. He wants Johnny Depp. He wants Jack. He doesn't want it to go on without Jack. And he does not want Pirates of the Caribbean to be TV
I
shows.
feel like he's barely attached to that franchise anymore. Though.
He started it though, so he's stuck. But at the same time, he has a timeline, or he has a deadline too, because he's like 74, and he can't hold on to. That's the thing that you said is it is dying, it is on a clock, and you have to make the decision as a person for him because it is his. Do you want Pirates to continue past you, past Johnny Depp?
Right.
Because I think a lot of people would like it.
Right.
So you have to make a decision. You have to start experimenting, and the show is a perfect. Look at Star. I mean, it's literally still Disney. Disney's all.
It's Disney.
So I don't know how they haven't tried to start.
I mean, the
convincing
fact
them.
that they literally.
And they're having the streaming service. So it's possible.
It should be exactly. It doesn't have to be on Disney XD. It should be on Disney streaming service.
Yeah.
It comes out in 2019, next year.
Yeah.
They might even. I told you this.
Pirates.
They might even. Actually, it might come out in the winter of, November,
yeah.
December of next year. It's been said that it's possible that the Obi-Wan solo movie
Movies on that.
might premiere not in theaters. It might premiere on the streaming service. I don't know how I feel about that. because I almost have a feeling, I hope
It's
I
gonna be
hope
more fun.
that they don't do Pirates 6 and then they do Pirates 7 and 8 and it becomes Netflix originals, Disney
Oh, yeah,
originals,
no, thank
and
you.
they're only on that. Hope not.
No. Probably not.
I hope not. And the reason that they would do it is because then you purchase a month,
Yeah.
which
It's
is
to make-
probably
it's
around the
to-
same amount of a ticket.
Yeah. It's to build it.
And then
I think you
don't
do
have
it
to worry
on
about
first-
competition
Yeah.
because you can watch it at your leisure.
Yeah. I think you do smaller things. I think
Well,
the movies
but
that
Obi-Wan movie, they're saying that they are making, it's gonna be like Netflix. They're making movies. There will be some live action movies made specifically for the Star Wars TV show. Live action Star Wars TV show by Jon Favreau is on Disney's streaming service, not on ABC.
Yeah.
That's huge. We've been waiting for a Star Wars TV show for a very long time. It was supposed to be on ABC years ago. Then Star Wars 7 happened. So now it's going to be on the Disney streaming service. If they look, they're beating Star Wars to death.
Yeah.
I know it seems like we're talking about Star Wars here. We're talking about Star Wars because it's the only big live-action movie that Disney has that they keep putting out movies for.
Yeah.
Pirates is the only other one. Like Dumbo and this and that, those are like one movie.
Yeah.
Pirates, Marvel, which is that's something
Separate.
completely separate.
Yeah.
And Pirates is that's their big three. But it seems like Pirates just lags behind, but they don't give it the care and the time. I mean, Marvel, let's put it this way, Marvel, they have movies 2 a year, right? They have 2 a year, and they have Netflix shows, live action Netflix shows. And they have the cartoons.
Which all kill it.
They all do well. Then you got, and there's constantly a brand new every time a Spider-Man animated show ends, a new one begins within 4 months.
Yeah.
You got Star Wars. You got Star Wars, the movies. You got the new trilogies. You got the Solo. You got the TV show. You got the Star Wars live action TV show. You got all that. You got the animated shows. You got Star Wars Rebels. The night that Star Wars Rebels was, or around the same time, that same week that Star Wars Rebels was going to end, there was essentially a confirmation by Dave Filoni or whatever that there was going to be another animated show. And then we found out it was going to be called Star Wars Resistance. Now we saw the leaked artwork. And it's like they planned this stuff so far in advance. It's literally like, so Star Wars Rebels ended back in like April. And then I think it's like this fall is Resistance. And where's Pirates?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what? It's almost like if they don't want Pirates, tell us that. Don't say the final adventure begins.
Yeah.
Just say literally the final adventure, and then we don't have to speculate.
Yeah.
Don't tell.
Don't
Brett,
talk after.
don't have
there's
Brett
gonna be
Thwaites or whatever
Yeah.
be signed on for 10 movies.
Yeah.
Don't have Jerry Bruckheimer be like, oh, we could do more. Don't have the director make I forgot what his comment was, that they might do another one. It's like, if you're gonna end it, end it. If you're not gonna end it, commit. Just like you have to your other big franchises. Because the funny thing, in my opinion, is I truly believe that a Pirates animated show like Rebels, you can have, if you wanted to, you could have Henry and Karina in it. If you wanted to. You could bring them in every once in a while if that's what you want to do. Create original characters. Create, I mean, where it's like they get this treasure, and every season is about trying to get this one treasure, and each one does this crazy type stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I could come up with a whole season if you want me to. I mean, you get a treasure that does this. They keep getting thrown in through time. Like every time they're about to do something, maybe it throws them through time, and they finally get something, it throws them back. And it's like we got to figure out how to do. And it becomes like this cool thing. And then maybe you go into different dimensions where there's other monsters that, like the mythical monsters, kind of exist in. Where it's like that's why we've heard of them, because sometimes they come through. Like just weird whatever. And it would be fun. It would be kiddie, but people like us, we would watch. You can do similar stuff where it's like if you want to bring, everybody wants to return the Kraken. If you want to bring the Kraken back, you can, because now you just showed time travel's real. They exist in these other dimensions. Sometimes they fall through. Maybe this treasure that they stole puts a crack in that dimension. Now they can kind of come through. Now that's why that they're in Pirates 7 or Pirates 6. So I mean, it's so simple, and I just. I feel like it could be at the same level. It's sword fighting, and it's like if you can do like the lasers. and the lightsaber fights, why can't you have the sword fights and the cannons and the pirate battles?
Sure, yeah, for sure. Pirate ship battles animated would be super cool. Okay, so that's what we think about this Pirates TV show. Let us know in the comments below, guys. What do you think? Also, again, these community series videos come out every other Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back in 2 weeks, back to just pictures. This is a one-off. This is really fun. And as we go through the months, we'll also have more crossovers. We've been experimenting with that with the community series, trying to match them up with other things. So we'll be doing that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks.